Hey guys, this is Austin. The Galaxy Note 7 was one of the hottest phones of last year. Exploded onto the scene last year. By far the most lit phone of all time. But after less than a month on sale, it was recalled. But now, it's back. The issue with the Note 7 originally was that the battery was slightly too large for the actual phone, which meant that, in some cases, the Note 7 would literally explode in your pocket. After recalling the nearly 2.5 million phones that they had sold, Samsung spent most of last year reminding people that not all of their phones are fiery death machines. However, the Note 7 is officially back with this, the Galaxy Note Fan Edition. What's interesting is this isn't even called the Galaxy Note 7 anymore, it is just the Galaxy Note Fan Edition. Now right now it's only on sale in South Korea, but with millions of these phones sitting around in a warehouse somewhere, I assume that we're probably going to see more of these sooner than later. So even though Samsung promises that this will definitely not explode totally for real this time, I feel like safety is definitely sort of the name of the game. So, I'm gonna make sure that I don't die here. We're gonna unbox the Galaxy Note Fan Edition. Can pick this gear out. I don't think this is gonna be protective at all. I don't think this is a bad idea. Here. Oh. Okay. We're good. It's fine. Okay. Alright. We're in. We have the phone. It's here. So I'm just gonna be very gentle with this right now. Tease it out. Okay. Alright. Phone's out of the box. It's interesting to think that the Note 7 design is nearly a year old at this point. Don't get me wrong, it's still a very nicely put together phone with the glass and metal build, you've got the curves on either edges of the display, but when you look at it compared to something like the Galaxy S8, it really does feel a little bit behind. What this means is that while the Galaxy S8 is a physically smaller phone, it actually has a very slightly bigger screen than the Note 7. Now that the danger is past, let's see what else we get in the unboxing. It does come with this case, which is actually kind of cool. It's a little bit weird that it covers up the screen, but as Savage Kenny so rightfully points out, no one really wants to be seen with the Galaxy Note 7, so maybe hiding it is your best option. I'm curious whether this is an actually new phone or not. So Samsung does have a couple million Notes sitting around that I'm sure they're going to do something with at some point, but if I had to take a guess, I would say this is a brand new phone. Not only is it super clean on the outside, but it really wouldn't surprise me if Samsung still had extra parts to build Notes, just with a couple minor internal changes. From the outside, this looks pretty much exactly the same. The big difference is, instead of having a 3500 mAh battery, which may or may not explode, this guy has a smaller 3200 mAh battery. Now it is very similar to what you're getting with the Galaxy Note 8. Not only do you have a couple of additional things that are mostly because this is a Korean model phone, but you also get the wonderful Bixby pre-installed. I keep coming back to how nice the Galaxy S8 feels in comparison to the Note. Don't get me wrong, like I said, this is an amazing looking phone with glass and metal, but when you look at how big the screen is on the Galaxy S8 with the rounded corners and everything, it really does make this feel a lot older. One thing you're not really giving up with the Note are specs. So this is going to be the Exynos 8890 version, which is the international Note 7, and not only is that going to be a fairly powerful processor paired with 4 GB of RAM and 64 gigs of storage, but compared with the Galaxy S8, it is very, very similar in performance. This is also rocking a very similar 12 megapixel camera to what you'll find on both the Galaxy S7 as well as the S8. While sure, it's a little bit old at this point, it is still one of the best looking smartphone cameras you can get today. The more I think about it, the more the Note Fan Edition just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Not only is this a phone that is essentially the exact same as what came out a year ago but with a smaller battery, but it does not come cheap. In Korea, this costs the equivalent of $610, almost the same price as a new Galaxy S8. Don't get me wrong, the Note 7 was a great phone, and this sort of solves the whole exploding and not being allowed on planes thing, which is cool. But at the end of the day, I can't see a lot of people wanting to buy one of these in 2017 besides for the novelty. So, would you guys want to pick up a Galaxy Note Fan Edition? Let me know in the comments below and I will catch you on the next one.